take a deep breath, unwind, and let tonight's story comfort you. Veronica and Zinnia, a tale of helping hands. This story is about Veronica, a kind-hearted girl, and Zinnia, a friendly squirrel, whose acts of kindness and teamwork bring their village closer together and create a lasting impact on their community. In a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests lived a kind-hearted girl named Veronica. Veronica had long, flowing hair the color of honey and eyes that sparkled like the morning dew. She loved nature and often spent her afternoons wandering through the woods. One sunny morning, Veronica met a small, friendly squirrel named Zinnia. Zinnia had soft, fluffy fur and bright, curious eyes. From their first meeting, Veronica and Zinnia became inseparable friends. Every day, they explored the forest together, discovering hidden treasures and marveling at the beauty of nature. One day, as they were exploring a dense part of the forest, they stumbled upon a baby bird that had fallen from its nest. Veronica gently picked it up, and Zinnia scampered up the tree to find the nest. Working together, they carefully placed the baby bird back where it belonged. Zinnia brought some berries for the bird to eat, while Veronica preset a little basket with leaves to keep the bird warm. They watched over the baby bird until its mother returned. The mother bird chirped in gratitude, and Veronica's heart swelled with joy. A few days later, a sudden storm swept through the village, causing flooding and damage. Veronica and Zinnia sprang into action, helping their neighbors recover. They gathered food, cleared debris, and comforted those who had lost their homes. Veronica used her sewing skills to repair clothes, and Zinnia helped by finding dry wood for fires. Their compassion and teamwork brought the whole village together. People who had once been strangers became friends, united by the common cause of rebuilding their home. The village transformed into a vibrant community where everyone looked out for one another. Veronica and Zinnia's bond grew stronger each day as they continued to find new ways to help those around them. They became symbols of kindness and cooperation, inspiring others to lend a helping hand whenever needed. In the forest and the village alike, their story was told with admiration and love. As the sun set in a golden blaze over the hills, Veronica and Zinnia stood together, content and happy. They knew that the world was a better place because of their friendship and their willingness to help others. And so, the tale of Veronica and Zinnia lived on, a reminder that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference. Let's turn to another heartwarming story. Rose and the Kind-Hearted Giant. This story is about a girl named Rose and a kind-hearted giant named Puppy, who embark on an adventure to restore magic to a northern mountain, building an unbreakable bond along the way. In a quaint village, nestled between emerald hills and azure skies, there lived a young girl named Rose. Her heart was as open as the wide fields that surrounded her, and her curiosity was boundless. Every day, she explored the meadows, discovering new wonders of nature. One bright morning, Rose ventured farther than usual and stumbled upon an enormous figure lying beside a crystal-clear stream. It was Puppy, a gentle giant, with soft moss-colored skin and eyes that sparkled like the stars. Puppy had been taking a rest after a long journey from the northern mountains. Sensing no danger, Rose approached the giant and softly greeted him. To her delight, Puppy smiled warmly and introduced himself with a voice as mellow as the breeze. Over time, Rose and Puppy developed a unique bond. Rose would tell Puppy stories of her village and all the whimsical things she had seen. In return, Puppy shared tales of faraway lands and ancient magic. One day, Rose noticed that Puppy was often sad when talking about the northern mountains. When she asked Poppy reveals that the mountainous region was losing its magical essence and pleaded with Rose to accompany him to restore its wonder. Without hesitation, Rose agreed. They embarked on an adventure, traversing through dense forests, serene lakes, and magnificent valleys. Along their journey, they helped creatures in need and brought smiles to the faces they met. When they finally reached the northern mountains, they discovered an enchanted waterfall at the peak. Rose and Poppy worked together, collecting magical herbs to revive the mystical waters. As the water regained its sparkle, the entire region flourished with renewed life and beauty. With their mission accomplished, Rose and Poppy returned home to their village, their bond stronger than ever. The villagers, amazed by their tales, welcomed Poppy as one of their own. Together, Rose and Poppy continued to explore the wonders of the world, spreading kindness and joy wherever they went. Let's continue with the new journey. Anemone and Jasmine in the Enchanted Forest. This story is about a girl named Anemone and a shadow creature named Jasmine, who form an unbreakable bond and protect the enchanted forest together. In a land graced by the delicate hues of autumn leaves, there lived a young girl named Anemone. Anemone's hair flowed like the river in summer and her eyes sparkled like morning dew. She loved wandering the enchanted forest, where every tree told ancient stories and the wind whispered secrets of old. One twilight evening, Anemone heard a gentle rustling in the bushes. She approached cautiously and found Jasmine, a shadow creature, with silver fur that shimmered under the moonlight. Jasmine's eyes were deep sapphires, reflecting the wisdom of centuries. Despite her mysterious appearance, Anemone felt a wave of warmth and friendship emanating from Jasmine. Jasmine had always been the guardian of the forest, hiding in the shadows to protect its beauty and harmony. Sensing Anemone's pure thought, she decided to reveal herself. They soon became inseparable, exploring the depths of the forest together. They discovered hidden waterfalls that sang melodies, with the splash of water, and ancient oak trees, with branches reaching the skies. One such evening, while sitting by a quiet stream, Jasmine shared tales of the forest's ancient magic. She spoke of flowers blooming with laughter, and stars that danced on the lake's surface. Anemone listened intently, her heart filled with wonder. Their bond grew stronger each day, bridging the worlds of humans and shadow creatures. One fateful night, a dark force threatened an enchanted forest. Anemone and Jasmine combined their strengths. Anemone's courage and Jasmine's ancient magic united to face the impending danger. They fought valiantly, their friendship lighting up the darkest corners of the forest. With unwavering determination, they restored peace and prosperity. The forest rejoiced, its leaves rustling with gratitude. From that day on, Anemone was known as the guardian's friend, and Jasmine, the protector of the whispering trees. They continued to watch over the enchanted forest, a symbol of the unbreakable bond between two worlds. Let's journey gently to the next story. Yarrow and Rose, a tale of gratitude. This story is about Yarrow and a snake named Rose, who together express gratitude to nature and each other, resulting in a flourishing forest and a lasting bond. In a quaint village hugged by towering mountains and lush forests, lived a kind-hearted man named Yarrow. Every morning, he walked through the woods to gather herbs for his healing potions. One deep morning, while picking lavender, he stumbled upon a snake with shimmering scales caught in a thorn bush. The snake's eyes glistened with pain and fear. Yarrow, despite his initial fright, gently freed the snake. The snake, surprised by this act of kindness, didn't slither away immediately. Instead, it coiled around Yarrow's leg as if to say thank you. Yarrow named the snake Rose. From that day, Rose accompanied Yarrow every day on his herbal journeys. They developed an unspoken bond, understanding each other's presence without words. In the heart of the forest was an ancient mystical tree rumored to have the power to grant wishes. One evening, Yarrow and Rose came across the tree. Its majestic branches seemed to touch the sky, and its roots were firmly entwined with the earth. Feeling a sense of wonder, Yarrow placed his hand on the tree's trunk and silently thanked it for the abundance of herbs. To his surprise, the tree's ancient bark began to glow. A soft voice resonated in the air. Your heart is pure, Yarrow. For your gratitude towards nature, I grant you a wish. Yarrow thought for a moment and said, I wish for the well-being of every creature in this forest. The tree's glow brightened, then faded, and Yarrow felt a deep sense of peace within him. Rose hissed softly, circling the tree in reverence. The next day, Yarrow noticed the forest seemed more vibrant than ever. The herbs were richer, the animals healthier. In his thought, he knew the wish had come true. Rosie's scales shone even brighter, and she never left Yarrow's side. They continued their journeys, helping every plant and creature they encountered. Yarrow's village flourished, and people marveled at his seemingly miraculous potions. He often asked about his secret, but he simply smiled and said, Gratitude. As seasons changed, Yarrow and Rose grew old together, their friendship stronger than ever. They had become legends, their tale of gratitude inspiring many generations to come. And so, in that village surrounded by mountains and forests, the story of Yarrow and Rose lived unwhispered in the wind, written in the leaves, and cherished in the hearts of all who heard it. Thank you for listening. Sweet dreams and peace.